Hello, Anointed Ones. Welcome back to Anointed TV, your trusted source for insights, updates, and thought-provoking discussions in the Christian world. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our videos. Today, we're addressing a storm that has shaken the foundations of a story involving Daystar, the Lamb family, and deeply troubling allegations of abuse. A voice has risen amidst the noise, a voice calling out boldly to those at the center of this controversy. That voice belongs to the founder of Hands of a King, who has openly called Pete by his name. Joni and Marcus Lamb had 3 children: Jonathan Lamb, Rachel Lamb Brown, and Rebecca Lamb Weiss. All the Lamb siblings are married and have children. Jonathan is married to Susie, and they have 2 children, a boy and a girl. Rachel, the second-born, is married to Joshua Brown, aka Josh. Rebecca, the youngest, is married to Jonathan Weiss, known as JW, who is not related to Doug Weiss, Joni's current husband. The saga surrounding Daystar involves Jonathan and Susie Lamb accusing their parents, the late Marcus and Joni Lamb, of covering up the alleged sexual abuse of their daughter by a close family member, referred to as Pete. These accusations first surfaced during a family retreat and were later explored in a private investigation led by Denise Boggs, a family friend and the founder of Living Waters Ministry. To assess the claims, Boggs brought in Debbie Leonhardt, a licensed forensic counselor, who interviewed the Lambs and their daughter. Leonhardt found that the child was unable to speak about the alleged incident, a reaction she says is common in cases of sexual abuse trauma. Leonhardt urged the family to seek further counseling. From the information shared since Jonathan and Susie went public with these shocking accusations, speculation about Pete's identity has been rampant. Notably, those defending him publicly include Joni and her daughter Rachel Lamb Brown. It's alleged that during meetings with Denise and Debbie, Rachel answered most questions on behalf of Pete, and it was Rachel who texted her father Marcus, claiming Pete had been exonerated, a claim Debbie has confirmed was false. Now, the founder of Hands of a King has directly addressed Pete, asking the questions that have been echoing in the hearts of many. He wonders why, despite all the accusations, Pete has remained silent and refused to speak to clear his name.
Hands of the King founder firsthand. Today I want to speak directly to Joshua Brown of Daystar. Joshua Brown, it has been reported on multiple social media sites by numerous accounts that you are in fact Pete. As a father, watching Jonathan Lamb and Julie Royce and other advocates allege abuse against someone while using a false name has given me pause. As a father, I know for certain that there's a greater likelihood that I would surprise, kill, and vanish had someone molested my daughter than wait years, work through social media, Christian tabloid publications, provide the cover of a false name, Pete, allow you to still breathe. So I have questions. But what really bothers me is that you know, that I know, that everyone knows, that when they speak of Pete in this Daystar story, they're speaking of you, Joshua Brown. So where are you, Josh? Why haven't you spoken? Why haven't you cleared your name? Why are you hiding? Why are you cowering? As much as I have a hard time understanding why any man would let years pass and continue to mix company with someone that they thought was abusing their daughter, as much as I have a hard time understanding why anyone who was outing their daughter's predator would give them a fake name and provide them cover, I have a harder time understanding how you or any man could be indicated as a predator, not be a predator, and not speak out to clear your name. Joshua Brown, it is time for you to account. All the additional stories surrounding this could begin to go away if you would just stand up and tell the truth. Either you are a pedophile, or these allegations are completely false. But standing in silence, hiding in silence, cowering and shrinking away from this situation only goes to further paint you as guilty.
He said that Pete, whom he boldly names as Joshua Brown, is either guilty of these monstrous allegations or they are false, but his silence only deepens the suspicions. The founder's words also cut sharply into Jonathan Lamb and the advocacy community. He questions the Lamb family's handling of these allegations and their refusal to name Joshua Brown publicly.
Jonathan Lamb, what are you doing? How are you continuing to provide cover for a man that you've alleged molested your daughter? How is it that you can look yourself in the mirror each day knowing that this situation that you've completely mishandled has blown up into a worldwide scandal on social media? That when we should be talking about getting a pedophile off the streets and protecting the other children that could be in that pedophile's midst, what we're talking about is who paid for a honeymoon and why did daddy give the ministry to mommy instead of me? What is wrong with you? Who is advising you? Why are you allowing people on YouTube to name Joshua Brown when you yourself continue to provide cover for the man you're alleging molested your daughter? What is wrong with you, Jonathan Lamb?
He goes further, issuing a challenge to the broader advocacy community, accusing them of exploiting the story, prioritizing attacks on Daystar and family conflicts over justice for an abused child. The founder of Hands of a King makes it clear. This is about justice. It's about Joshua Brown stepping forward to answer the allegations and for Jonathan Lamb to stop shielding the man they claim abused his daughter. He leaves no room for ambiguity. Accountability is non-negotiable.
To the advocate community, do you not see the problems with this situation? Do you not see what has been created here? Anybody who is out there spending more time talking about the finances and what's going on behind the scenes and did she lie to him and who's popping pills and what's going on, any of you, you're not serious advocates. You're literally exploiting a story of alleged child sexual exploitation and abuse. You're exploiting the story to go after an organization. Let's say mommy mishandled it. Let's say others, brothers and sisters, mishandled it. The care of that child, the responsibility falls to the mother and the father. Ultimately, they mishandled it. And while we want to talk about the whole breakdown, the first order of business is dealing with, I don't know, according to a lot of people on social media in the know, dealing with Joshua Brown or dealing with Pete, getting to the truth about the allegation. Then next, we should be focusing on the breakdowns that took place by the people that God says are responsible for that child. The mother, the father, those who continued to bring that child into the midst of someone they were alleging had abused that child. And then we can talk about Daystar. Now it's a free country, so you go on and continue doing whatever you want. I have made my opinion clear.
He says it's time for Joshua Brown to speak up. Either stand up and tell the truth or face the consequences of your silence. And to the Lamb family, man up, name the person, and fight for justice for your child. Anything less is a failure. This is a call to action, not just for the individuals involved, but for all of us. Will justice prevail? Or will silence continue to cast a shadow over the truth? The time for answers is now. This isn't just about one organization. It's about how we handle child abuse allegations in our society. Let's prioritize the protection of the innocent and the pursuit of truth over everything else. Thank you for watching Anointed TV. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Until next time, keep the faith.